Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the best podcast in the history of anything after. Fuck. Fuck. One more time. One more time.
No, keep it.
Oh, jeez. Well, this is the Yap. You're tuned in with me, your host, who can't speak today. Uptown Lupo 420, joined as always by my co-host Abner. Now, Abner, I know we said we were supposed to do a live podcast next time we did this episode, and here we are. You know, the best things in life, you gotta wait for them. So you'll eventually
do
do
we'll
that.
do it in a couple. We could probably do it in 2 weeks, not next week, but the week after.
Yeah. So that's why we're here. I changed the background for this episode will be in an arcade, so that's why we're here in this arcade.
I like arcades. Do you like arcades?
I haven't been to an arcade maybe 10, 15 years. But yeah, I mean, I like the idea.
You haven't been to a
gamer.
Dave and Buster's?
Oh, I guess that counts as an arcade. I kind of imagine an arcade as like more like Chuck E. Cheese-esque.
No, Dave and Buster's would be an arcade. Like, I think so.
Okay, well then, yeah. When was the last time I went to one? That even then, that one is still like maybe 5 years ago. Was the last time I've been to one? That was fun though. Some of the games nowadays, I'm surprised that they do like make machines for them. Like Nintendo has a lot. Like they did one for the new Olympic game that they made, and I didn't know that they were still making the Olympic games, like Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. That was interesting because you do like a couple of events, and you have to do like certain things on like this board you have to stand on, and it's a whole deal. Are you more of
I didn't know that.
Are you more of like a pinball kind of guy?
No, I like trivia games a lot when we go. So that's my thing. But they don't do them as much as they used to.
Like, what's an example of a trivia game in an arcade?
Like, I think they had Family Feud the one time at Dave and Buster's, which is pretty cool.
Okay. I like the they have what's the one with the cases? Deal or No Deal?
Deal or No Deal, yeah.
Love that one. Love that one.
Deal or No Deal is great.
No, I think I lied. I've been to Bolero. That's an arcade bowling alley. Laser thing. Yeah, over there.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there. I went there actually last time I went there was probably 5 years ago. I went bowling. That was the last time I went there.
Low
it's been
key.
A while.
When's the last time we had a little like group family fun excursion day?
Never.
Really?
I don't think we've ever done anything like that as a group.
Why?
It's like fun. Just go bowling?
Yeah.
Maybe like in college I did that.
I feel like we used to do that a lot, but as in like Robbie and them, like that group when we were growing up, we would do that a lot.
Yeah, but that's because like that's stuff you can do while you're broke. Like, you know what I mean?
Now we can do rich people activities like drinking in our apartments and watching Connor McGregor break his knee.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. So what did you think about that?
I'm a fan of the UFC, right? So like when we weren't here, or when you weren't here that one episode, I recorded one with my friend Krim. Check out that episode. We talked a lot about the UFC.
No, don't check that out. Don't watch that.
Wow.
Nobody watched that.
Wow. Way to support the channel, Abner. Poisoning #poisoning the well. We talked about UFC a lot, and I'm a fan. I've watched a lot of cards recently. I just can't be fucked to commit so much time to them as I kind of want to. Like, I want to see the main events, and then by the time like the middle of the main card comes up, it's like 11:30, like 12 o'clock, and if I'm not going out, I'm like, I want to go to bed. I don't want to I don't want to do this because I've been working Sunday mornings. Like this card. This card ended. It was a great. Now that they don't have, like, they end them at midnight instead of 2
Yeah,
a.m., it's perfect.
yeah.
But even then, I had work at 5 a.m. So it's like,
That's you. That's on you. You always like
it
want to
is.
go to work at 5 a.m.
Oh, well, it's just because because on Sundays I got softball. So softball is like around, the games are anywhere from like 9 to the latest is like 1 o'clock. So by the time we're done, there's like no point in even coming in. And so I just kind of want to get the hours. So the only time I can get the hours is if I go absolutely sicko mode. But the UFC card, the main thing that everybody is speaking about recently is Connor McGregor basically tearing his other leg, the non-broken leg, in the first strike that he threw.
Yeah,
And
and to be honest with you, I I really do think he tore that when he threw the strike. I don't think he was hurt before. I think because this isn't like the first time I watched a UFC fight and like a fighter who threw a kick tore his shit. Like Carlos Ulberg just did it.
yeah,
You remember?
I kind of don't remember that. Oh wait, no, I did. It was against
It
Yuri,
was
and then
against
he
Yuri,
fucking stood
yeah.
back up and knocked Yuri out because he was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
way of the samurai, I must let you up and kill me."
yeah, but like no, like I really do think he threw the strike and like I think it might be the mat or something. Like his body was just like, holy what are you doing to me?
I I think that like Chris Weidman was talking about it after the broadcast was over, and he was saying when he tore his leg, when his leg got super fucked up, that next fight afterwards, he was like afraid to throw that kick again. And he was basically saying that Connor was like, "Nah, like I'm not a bitch. Like I'm Connor McGregor." And so he first thing he wanted to do was do some crazy jumping switch kicks to like show like, "Nah, I'm in this bitch. Like I can do this." And I think it is just terrible karma or bad luck or whatever you want to call it, where his other knee was just like, "Nah, I'm gonna just tear my shit." And they're saying now that it's more like a, what do you call it, like an MCL or like some type of other tear. So in theory, it's not as bad. You know, he still now has to like, that must be a mind fuck of trying
Yeah,
to
I mean,
deal with anything like
apparently the
that.
recovery is like a few months and not like a year. So if he's fine and he wants to come back to fighting, he apparently only has one more fight left. So if he wants to do that and then just retire, I think he should. I mean, he's not the greatest of all time, but he is still like the biggest draw of all time in UFC at least. So he does deserve respect in that sense that and when he is fighting, this is one thing I've always respected. He's never pulled out and he's never bitched about an opponent changed. He's always just fought. So I've always respected that. And then second, it's like let him have his last fight, let him make 30 million and go home.
I think it should be mandated that it's Michael Chandler.
Yes, I want it to be Michael Chandler so bad just because it's funny.
Conor McGregor!
Conor McGregor.
Dude, when I saw him in the stands, I had a feeling. I had a feeling before they even mentioned it on the broadcast, before they highlighted him. I said, he is here somewhere. And when he when he tore his knee, I wish I could have got there. They should have had a camera on him the whole time because like obviously, he's gonna be like, "Oh, that sucks." Yeah, yeah, yeah. But now there has to be some part of his mind where he was like, "I got this motherfucker now. He has to fight me. He has to
Yeah,
fight me."
like
But he did lose his last fight, so maybe they both. They might. The funniest part will be the ironic humor about it will be that they'll put him on the same card probably. Chandler will be on like the ending of the early prelim or like the prelim fight before the main card even starts.
he'll be on Yeah, he'll be like the co-main event against against another Irish guy that's just not Connor.
Yeah. Low key, Patty the Batty could have secured GOAT status by just being like, "Nah, I'll fight you, Max. Like, I'll fuck it. Like, let's just do this shit right now, right here, right now. Give the people something." He only took a minute. He didn't take any damage. They probably could have got medically cleared.
Denise sucks.
I bought into the hype. I've made a parlay. Except for my losses were Terrence McKinney and Benoit Saint Denis.
That's another guy, dude. Oh my god. Him and the guy he fought, King Green, trash.
Dude, I was like half watching. I turned and he like Terrence McKinney was beating him up, and I just turn and then Bobby Green wins. What happened?
Bobby Green was losing, and then Terrence McKinney, I guess, got tired and got hit with the body shot and just went down. I'm like, yeah, this dude stinks.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. They gotta cut some of these people.
Yeah. What do you think about the what do you think about the new rankings that they dropped? Did we talk about this?
I like them. No, I like them. They're kind of fair. Like, they actually take into account the
strength. It's like college football. It's like strength of schedule and all this shit.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I mean, Yuri Prohash, not Yuri, what's his name? Jan Balchowicz was like, he was like top 10, and he was supposed to fight a guy who was like 9 or something, and no, he was like 6, and the guy he was fighting was 12. But with the new rankings, he went down in the ranking, and the guy went up before they fought.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it is kind of like, anytime there's some change like that, that's going to happen.
Yeah,
it is like people are going to get fucked off.
I don't know who Jan Balchowicz has even beaten in the last couple of years, so yeah. Makes sense.
Dude, even what was it? Yair Rodriguez? He dropped. He went from like 5 to unranked.
Yeah, good, because he hasn't fought in like 4 years. His last fight was I don't even know. His last fight was probably what's his name? Dude, what's his name? Holy shit. Patricio something?
Yair Rodriguez record.
Yeah, he hasn't fought in a while. He hasn't beaten anybody ranked.
Yeah. Pitbull.
Yeah, Patricio Pitbull, that's who.
Pitbull is that motherfucker's last name?
No, it's the guy from Bellator. The guy Michael Chandler knocked out, the brother.
But like his name is Pitbull? His last name is Pitbull.
No, it's his last, it's like his nickname.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this guy who fought Yair knocked out Michael Chandler in like 10 seconds in Bellator.
Hey.
Got a feel for Michael Chandler.
I feel for him, but also at the same time, it's just like it's like the Brandon Schwab or Schwab, whatever his name is. Like, he was just like, there's just levels to this shit, and you're just not there. He did also go through like a Hall of Fame legendary difficulty speed run of like people to fight in the UFC, but that's kind of what happened. Like, that kind of like ruined, I feel like, the casual fans, the casual UFC fans' opinion on independent promotions. Like, you want, like, the idea would be like, oh yeah, the UFC's cool and all, this is where the best fight and all that, but maybe we should give other things a chance because there are criticisms we have with the UFC. So it's like, maybe we want to support a different product. And then you just go and you just see that Michael Chandler, one of the best dudes in Bellator, comes in.
Yeah, but he was also
just gets bodied.
He was also like 40, so it's not like a fair comparison.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how did Venom Page do? Didn't he get knocked out his last fight?
No, he's only lost once. He lost once.
But that was in the UFC, right?
Yeah, but he lost a decision to Ian Gary. He was fighting for the title.
That's true.
So it's not like he lost to a bomb.
Well, he lost to a cuck, and you could argue that that's worse.
I don't know if he's a cuck. I don't know why. What makes him a cuck? Do you know?
He took his wife's last name. No,
so?
he took his wife's trainer's last name?
His wife's trainer's last name. That's even worse.
Isn't the whole thing about him being a cuck is like, well, I don't know if he's literally a cuck. I think he's not, but he like, it's like his nutritionist or something, and like his wife are like super close. And I think, I don't know. I'm gonna look up Ian Gary cuck and just see what comes up because there's like some. Never mind. Never mind. It's just porn. Here's an MMA politics and culture post on the Reddit 3 years ago. Can someone break down what the fuck is going on with Ian Gary, his wife, Sean Strickland, and Anthony Smith now?
Anthony Smith.
Well, this is 3 years ago, so this is when he was still fighting. The last thing I know is that Gary was kicked out of Renegade because Leon is the champ of the division. So, okay, so he got kicked out of his gym. Strickland is harping on him because his wife is 14 years older than him and wrote a small audiobook about becoming a WAG. Wife of an athlete or girlfriend, right?
Yeah, wife.
He also took her maiden name and added it to his name. Some people believe that this is his wife's ex-husband's name. The ex-husband may or may not be his nutritionist and may live with them. Separately, when Ian Gary fought Neil Magny, he accused him of beating his children, which is now an online talking point, and people like Anthony Smith are taking real exception to this. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. He might just have like bad. He probably just has like a bad PR. And like just kind of like bad narratives can spin about him. He's probably a chill guy.
Yeah, I guess. Oh well.
Yeah, well, he's fighting for a title, so.
Yeah, in Philly, by the way, in Philadelphia, if tickets were like $40 for like nosebleeds, would you do it?
Yeah, I would absolutely do that, but it's just not feasible. I'm gonna look up Ticketmaster live right now. I got you. The cheapest ticket on Ticketmaster that you can get right now, $485. That is the cheapest you can get.
Yeah, exactly. If it was like $40, yeah, I'll be there.
Dude,
who the fuck wants to pay that?
Well, this is like, you know, we have a wrestling podcast. Check out Real Graps. But we've talked about this before, specifically with TKO, about really high ticket prices and how that was a thing that they were doing in WWE. They were like, yo, cut out the family-friendly ticket prices. Jack that shit up. And that was a thing for the UFC for a while. That's like a well-known... It's weird how, like, when people talk about it, they just kind of accept that it's expensive for whatever reason. It's almost like because it was... Like, when people talk about it, they do talk about it a little bit in the past, so they were saying it was more of like a niche product or something. And it's like, I don't know, man. Just like, let me, like, why is a nosebleed $485? Octagon side? Let's see what the Octagon side is. $3,899 for the official platinum.
That's expensive, but that's less than I thought it would be.
Yeah, low key. There's a verified resale ticket, $2,800.
Yeah.
On the floor.
We just buy that.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta wait till the podcast takes off, man. That's when we can afford all this.
Listen, with the public support, if you check out all the various podcasts here, we have the Yap where we yap about fucking nonsense for hours at a time. We also have the movie podcast.
We got the TV show podcast coming out soon.
We do have to do that too. Do you want me? So we have a movie podcast like group chat. So it's me, Christian, Brian Arnott, and that's it.
Brian Arnott's in that. Does he?
Well, it was what that group chat was for was we were gonna play Baldur's Gate together, and then it never materialized. So we just kind of repurposed it. So that's why he's in there. And then the last movie that we will review, which will be going out next week, so I don't care about talking about it now. We reviewed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the one in the 90s. And we had him on because he was pretty knowledgeable about comic books and
Okay.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and yada yada. So yeah, it's also like not. It's like I don't promote the channel enough. Like I don't do the whole social media thing where like I'll spam post shorts and like all that stuff. Like it's basically just me posting the full length podcast and that's it. Like I made a clip channel and it's like,
Mhm.
maybe for an hour long podcast, there's like a topic of 10 minutes that we talk about. Like I could probably clip the Connor McGregor UFC thing and throw that on the clip channel, but it's just like so much fucking effort
I
and
mean,
just yada yada.
I have a computer. I could probably do it.
You want to?
Yeah, you just gonna have to show me.
All right. Because you work
Um,
from home sometimes, so I can repurpose you. I can have you be
yeah,
my goon.
I got sick at 4th of July,
Why?
so like I don't know, I had a sore throat and like I was just sick. Why do you think I was
Yeah.
coughing yesterday? You think that was because like I
Well,
already
you
explained
do
that I was
like
sick.
suck a lot of dick, so I just kind of assumed you had some cum in your
So,
throat.
and that's wrong. Is that wrong?
No,
Is
there's
that
nothing wrong.
like
There's nothing wrong with that.
you made it
Maybe
sound like
there's
something?
just
No,
something
but you
about
made
the
it sound
way
like
that you could be a little bit too promiscuous. Because you open yourself up to all
you made it
types
sound like
of
it was a bad thing.
like you just got
That's
sick
all.
from sucking dick. That's what you just said. I don't know why you're like telling me that
I
like
didn't say that at all.
that's what you implied.
I didn't imply
Like
that.
before we started the
You
podcast,
just
you were like, "Yo, I was slurping. Like I was running a Bonnie Blue train, and now I don't feel well." And it's like, yeah,
who's Bonnie Blue?
you would know.
I don't know. That's why I just asked.
What's the bit? What's the bit? I was gonna do an Epstein bit, but I can't. I can't think of a way to describe Bonnie Blue. Social media
Oh,
darling, Bonnie Blue.
oh,
What? Well-known
what is
social media personality, Bonnie Blue.
Oh, does she have an island or something?
No, like, but you know the bit Jeffrey
Oh, the New York
Epstein. Oh,
financier.
The New York financier, Jeff Epstein.
I'd never thought he would do that.
Yeah, Jeff. No, that was kind of like that. That was like another example. What was the one like serial killer? The one serial killer basically went crazy on a frat house in Florida State, and he was like working at this. He's working at like a 911 dispatch, and when they arrested him for like killing people, they were like, Jeff. I think his name was Jeff. Or no, what was that dude? It was like a famous serial killer. It was Ted Bundy or something. They're like, Ted? No, not Ted. And they literally started like a fundraiser to like get him bail. And then it was
And it
kind of
turned
like
out he.
uh
But Ted Bundy got caught red-handed. It wasn't
yes,
like he got caught red-handed, and then like when he was in jail, like he was getting like love letters from women, and it was like, yo,
yeah.
what the
Well,
hell is wrong with y'all?
so my coworker loves true crime, which is like that genre, and he listens to all the
Uh,
podcasts and all that about it. I think that there's an innate that the idea is that it's like a lizard brain kind of thing where it's like a woman thinks like uh to look for some type of partner, they desire the ability to be like a protector, and so they kind of like
uh,
cross some wires, and they're like, well, this guy kills and murders and does all this stuff, but he would never do that to me. If I just become his, if he falls in love with me, he'll never do that to me. So like
yeah.
that's like one of the theories about that's more about the people who like try and marry these people in jail and like all that stuff. Like I also just think that like even when Luigi Mangione when he did his shit, he was getting like love letters and chicks were like following him in his court dates and all that stuff. So there's just something about I don't know, just a dude getting thrust into the public eye. Like there's got to be, you know what I mean? Like everybody has a pool of people that they can be attracted to and yada yada. When you just thrust
So
that person out to the
for
public and
some
it's like,
women,
yeah.
it's a fucking serial killer.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what's the saying? Fish in the sea. There's whatever. I'm not. I'm not on it today.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you, buddy. Are you tired? Did you only get 3 hours of sleep?
Yeah, I got 3 hours of sleep, went to work, and then I played a doubleheader softball game. We got blown the fuck out. I got sunburned.
Were people mad? Were people upset?
People were nah. So we knew. So, spring season, we were in the playoffs and we lost in the finals. And then summer season rolls around and everybody starts doing like summer vacation things. So like half the people couldn't play that normally play. So we had a bunch of new people, and it is what it is. So we're not mad. We kind of are just like, all right, it is what it is. Like we haven't won a game, and we got blown. We got mercy ruled our last game.
Oh no, I can already see some people getting upset.
So, nah, it's kind of we're just kind of at the point now where it is what it is.
Oh, now it's okay.
Yeah. Well, because there was like so many things. Well, it's literally every type of. So we moved up a division. So we were playing teams that were better than us to begin with when we were at like our best, and so we just weren't in a good spot. But the dude that runs the league, because we had stayed in kind of like the lower divisions for a while, and we would just win we would win every season, and so I sent him an email because he put us up in this division that we're currently at, and I was like, hey, can we drop down? Like we got dudes leaving, and he's basically like, everybody leaves during the summer, and you guys have won a lot, so we need like somebody else needs to win. So that's just kind of where we're at. Sometimes you're the statue, and sometimes you're the bird that poops on the statue.
What?
I don't know. Does that make sense?
No, that made no sense.
Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
There was some like random quote about a statue that I was trying to remember. Yeah, so like I said, so basically I sat there in the sun and I just got baked. Now I'm just like a raisin on like 3 hours of sleep. So this is the best you're going to get, folks. This is what you get when you listen to the Real Pod Network. Also, I've been drinking some Super Lights because they're
Already?
really good. What do you mean already? It's 7:45. I ran out of Pepsi Zeros.
How about water?
Nah, I had water.
How about water? Why don't you just drink water?
Because I have like a quart of milk, and when I drank it, I cleaned it out, and then I used that as my water container, and I drank it all, and then I filled it up, and it's not cold yet. So I want to drink a cool beverage. Anyway, next thing.
Yeah, that was sad. What I heard.
What?
You know, you can just go to ShopRite and get water bottles for like $11, like 3 cases.
Yeah, but then you use them and then you throw them away. If you just use that container, you just get water all the time. But you just have to wait for it to cool.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Right.
It's okay.
You're right. You're right.
That's one of the reasons why I'm fat, dude. When I sit here and I'm just like vibing all day, I'm like, I feel like I gotta munch or I gotta like drink on something. So it just has to be good shit. If it's good shit, then I'll be okay. But most of the time, it's not good stuff.
That's true.
One of the sperm bubbles came up, huh?
Shut up, dude. So, wait, you moved into a place. We didn't talk about that, did we? Or did we
kind of. We never brought it up in the podcast. We haven't done this podcast in like 3 months, and there's so many things that have happened.
Yeah.
Like I went to another wedding. I moved. You transitioned.
I didn't transition. I heard a story of you.
I'm not talking about this on the podcast. I'm not doing
flashing people. You were flashing people in a park.
That's not true. That's not what happened at all. That's not.
You told me that. You told me you went up to people and flashed them.
We reached
Hey,
the
you got
point in the
arrested for it.
podcast where we
You,
needlessly slander me.
you,
But
you,
I've
you did it. You did it.
it's not true. It's not true. I showed I got a gun. I showed Abner my gun and he was shaking. He was literally shaking.
Yeah, I don't trust you with the gun. I was scared for my life. I didn't know if you were going to shoot me.
It was not loaded.
Oh,
I
I don't
can't wait
know
to go.
that.
I will say, now that I got one, I kind of get why people I get why people buy a bunch or like get super into it.
Did,
It's
did
like
you
adult
make one
Legos.
or
Huh?
did you make that?
I got all the pieces. So I wasn't involved in the manufacturing of it because I do work in the manufacturing industry. But the actual like assembling, me and my coworker did it. He like showed me because he's like a huge like gun dude. So he was just kind of excited to help me in my journey. Some of it's kind of annoying how intricate the little springs are, and then some of it's like really basic, just simple shit. But it kind of has to
So
be
you can
because they try and
basically
sell it to the
buy parts
military.
of a gun and then you'll have a gun.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to buy the whole thing. That's probably how people get guns now.
No, I mean, it kind of just depends. Like you could, you could buy pieces to build a car and then build a car, or you could just buy the car already put together, or like you could just buy a computer, or you could buy computer pieces and make the computer. It just kind of depends. Like you still have to go through like the background check and all that shit to buy the one part specifically. So it's kind of how they get around stopping people from just building them and then not registering them.
Ooh.
So that was fun. And then I went over to a gun store. So I was walking around there. The people were pretty cool because I walked in there for the first time and I was just like the reputation of some places is that they're pretentious as fuck. And so they'll treat you like an asshole if you don't know anything. But the people were very helpful to me. I was like, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I need ammo for this gun. And I showed them a picture because you couldn't. That was the other thing, too. I didn't have a rifle bag. And so, in order to even walk in with your gun, you need to have it in the rifle bag. So I was like, I need a bag, mags, and ammo. So they were cool. And just walking around. They had a fucking Tommy gun, dude, that was gold plated. That shit was tough.
Did you buy it?
No, it was like 19 grand. And I was not.
Wow, that's a down payment on a house.
Well, some people treat guns like investment pieces. So like so for example, when they banned assault weapons back in like 1993, I think, any fully automatic rifle or any fully automatic gun was technically grandfathered in as like, okay, like you can't make any more, but the ones that exist, they're allowed to exist. So in theory, you could possess a fully automatic weapon, but they're really, really expensive. So like the one engineer, his kind of investment pieces were these guns. So like he would buy like an MP5, he bought a PP90, he bought like some other thing. And he was saying that like, yeah, when I bought these, they were like 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand. Now they're worth like 50 grand, 60 grand, like all that shit. And it's like, whoa. Yeah, damn. But yeah, it's a pretty wacky. I haven't actually gone shooting yet. I'm excited to do that.
You know, if you go shooting, I'll go to the gun range with you.
I want to go once with the dude that knows what he's talking about, and then I'll show you guys. It'll be that because I don't want it to be the blind leading the blind. Once I go like once or twice, it's kind of expensive, man. All that shit is so expensive. Like, there's a gun that's expensive on its own, and then if you want like any type of scope, it's like an additional like my rifle is like 2,500. If you want a nice scope, it could be anywhere from like 400 to like 1,200. It's crazy. And then there's all the toys and accessories and yada yada. But I'm excited though. I want to see how bad I'm gonna shoot for the first time. I actually have shot before.
What if you shoot and you kill someone?
I mean, how?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
I mean, I don't think I would at the range because there's kind of like whole procedures and yada yadas and yada yadas that'll prevent me from doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. Like there's like a dude that'll sit there and basically like watch everybody. So if you're being an idiot, he'll immediately run over and like detain you and like get you arrested or kicked out.
Okay.
So, but I will say I have seen a couple crazy videos of tourists or people that have never held a gun before. Like the one dude, he's showing him how to shoot and he shoots or whatever and he empties the mag. And people always forget, you got to check your shit. If you just empty your mag, there's usually always one more in the chamber. So he fucking points the gun at his head to go take a selfie, and the fucking idiot pulls the trigger and just blows his shit off.
Oh, that's bad.
Like an
That's
idiot.
very bad.
Like an idiot.
Yeah, that's
or
very
like
bad.
staring down the barrel of it to see if there is a bullet in it, and they just pop themselves. Idiots. Like, you know, obviously that's a terrible thing. Somebody lost their life. But you have to have some type of survival instinct. I don't know. Like there's like, you know what I mean? Like there's people that are afraid of them. And so they don't even want them in there. Like it's the basic principles of like somebody that is afraid of a gun. Like they don't want it to be pointing at them. They don't want it to be near them. They don't want it, you know, they don't want it just like strewn about. They want it secure in a spot. And it's just like, nah, what if I just like started throwing this shit in the air and it just goes off? It gives a bad rep for everybody. It's like pit bull owners. It's like pit bull owners that will defend pit bulls in a video of a pit bull like mauling a toddler. And they're like, no, it's the owner. It's not the pit bull.
The owners that fall for the pit bull killing.
I think that's a group of people that I dislike the most. Out of any like group of people that I could choose from, it's those people.
It's pit bull owners?
No, pit bull owners specifically that will defend pit bulls in the comment section of a video about a pit bull mauling a child.
Yeah.
It is a crazy instinct to look at a pit bull mauling a child and you're like, it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
What did the child do? What did the child do?
Literally. I will say I don't I used to stream. I used to post on YouTube a lot. I just kind of do the podcast and chill now. That would be the one thing that I would shitpost on Twitter for. I would be in the Twitter comment section trying to rage bait like white women in their 40s about pit bulls. I'd be like, why would you it kind of doesn't matter what their owner is, because like sometimes dogs can just snap for no reason. Given the proper stimuli or conditions, they can just like attack somebody. Or like, why are you just defending this? You don't need to defend this. Actually, you don't need to defend this mauling. Other than that,
yeah,
I don't post. I think posting on social media, like comment sections, I think is one thing to post a video. That's fine. I don't think I'll ever comment on anything. The only time I'll comment is like on the channel to like hype the channel, I think. Like a TikTok comment section? Fuck. It's full of bots.
So let me ask you something. Have you been following the World Cup?
Kind of. Not really. Once the United States got knocked out, I lost all interest. And just the way that they lost too also really kind of disgusted me, because it just kind of solidifies the arguments that people have when they're just like, yeah, you guys are fucking just rich millionaires who are playing a game with no passion. because you get paid at the end of the day, and then you also like you go back to your club teams, and like that's the shit that you care about. Like at least in that elimination game, Pulisic, if you get injured, that's fine. Whatever. If you get cramped up and you're going to be useless for the rest of the game, whatever. But we were just dominated by Belgium, and
Belgium's good. Why do people think Belgium's not good though?
I'm not saying that Belgium isn't good. There's always there's like the perception of America because we are usually always a top 3 contender in like the Olympics. And then
but the difference
there's the reality of the
soccer in America is it's not easily available to like everyone like it would be in these other countries. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you don't see soccer in the hoods of America. You see them in like honestly like the rich areas.
Yeah,
and it's like people just don't have access to it, and you can't really expect us to have our best athletes in it because the game's not available to have all of our athletes. Like that's why basketball and football is so popular. It's because it's available to everyone to a sense. Like it's not as expensive to play um, basketball and soccer as it is to play. Basketball and football, and even baseball. Really, it's not that expensive to play that. But soccer, like it's expensive. Like I tried to play soccer when I was a kid. It's so expensive to play.
I would Kurt Angle was talking about this because he was talking about why the state of Pennsylvania is so good at wrestling, and he basically just explained what you said, but instead of football, he slotted in wrestling because it's just the same thing. It's like you got 2 major cities and then wooded areas, and the cheapest sports are basketball because you just need a ball and some shoes. You just need a ball. You can just wear whatever shoes, and then wrestling, you just need wrestling shoes and a mat.
Yeah. Honestly, if I knew about wrestling before, if I knew wrestling was a thing and I could have done it, I would have done it in high school. But I didn't. I just wanted to play football because I knew football before I knew wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I knew wrestling before football, I would have done wrestling.
Well, you would have done both because wrestling is like a winter season.
Yeah, no, but I would have
football. You would have done football then.
No, I would have solely focused on wrestling. Yeah. I would have I would have liked it more.
Yeah, I did it my senior year of high school, and it was one of the greatest. That was a huge regret. As soon as I got done, I was like, I am disappointed. I only did this for a year. I should have been doing this since 9th grade.
Yeah, but that was the thing. Like I was saying, like Robbie was saying, it's that it's just the kids would rather just play football and all that stuff. It's like no, not really, because if there's a guy who's very athletic but he doesn't want to play football, he's just going to go play basketball, but he never got introduced to soccer because it's not really there. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it's a cheaper sport, though. Soccer.
I think soccer is a cheaper sport because it's the same. Like, it's basically just track. Like, you need like shoes and a ball. It's like the same. It's almost the same as basketball.
No, but it's not a cheaper. No, what I'm saying is you need money to play soccer as a kid in America. Like you need money to get trained to be good at soccer.
Yeah, I guess it's like that. Yeah, baseball is kind of like that too, because it's like if you want to get picked up by somebody big as a youth, you have to play travel ball, and then you gotta. Dude, that was a whole thing too. Like youth sports in America, there's like 2 sides to it. So there's one, is like the corporatization of it. So like in hockey, this one like sports group is like buying all of the local rinks so that they upcharge, they like raise prices on hockey, like youth hockey. And they do this crazy shit where you're not allowed to record your kid playing hockey.
That's actually crazy.
They have like their own cameras which will record the games, and then you have to like sign into this app, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we got you. We'll record your kids, and if you want their footage, you can just go through the app and then pay the subscription." So that fucking blows. And then travel ball for baseball is like crazy because now it's like it's just expensive in general because you gotta like travel, and it's not just like traveling like an hour, 2 hours away, like traveling to different states and all that shit to play in tournaments. And then there's certain, it's like almost like AAU for basketball, where it's like, isn't AA? I'm not kind of actually speaking out of my ass. Isn't AAU kind of like a what do you call it? Like a premier youth league, right? Like you
Yeah,
could play
but
in youth leagues like CYO, but if you like want to be serious about it, you do like AAU.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like very expensive, but it's
Yeah.
also like it's just, but it's always been expensive. But before, like basketball and football, like wasn't as expensive. You know what I mean? Now it
Yeah.
is, but that's also because of the times. Like everything's expensive now. Freaking house in the worst neighborhood in Philly costs $600,000.
Yeah. It's also just the simple fact too. It's the seventh most popular sport in America.
Soccer is.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's another thing. Like, it's not as popular because low key, if you watch a soccer game, kind of boring.
Uh well, see, because we have hockey. I think hockey is if you want to look at it solely from like a game, it's smaller. They fixed the offside rules by having the blue line. They can fight each other. There's more shots per game. Uh, and I mean, this is kind of like a superficial one, but there's no flopping in hockey
Yeah,
for the most part.
but there's flopping in basketball, so that's like
Yeah, but but like if you look at the games, you know what I mean? If you're going to compare specifically hockey with soccer, you know what I mean? It's almost like better for a viewing product to watch hockey than soccer. It's more
I guess for some
action,
people.
more shit's going on. You can hit people. Um, you don't have to worry about bullshit offsides. If somebody scores a goal but he was offsides, it's like, nah. If the puck has to pass the blue line before anybody else is over, then once you're in the zone, you're good. So you know that, and it's probably marketing too, because it's like one thing. Because in order to watch the best soccer, you have to tune into a international product because nobody really watches the MLS.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody watches the MLS.
People keep
Even we legit have Messi in the MLS, and people did not give one fuck
yeah.
besides his first game. They're like, "Oh, Messi's here," and then after that, they're like, "All right, back to football,
Yeah.
back to real,
Well, I
back
don't
to
even know
real."
when the
Football.
season is either. Like
It starts in
technically,
March.
it's right now. So it's like you got to compete with. That's the other thing too. I feel like all the four of the major sports, there's some overlap, but there's no crazy overlap where it's like, oh, okay, cool. Everything's kind of scheduled out pretty perfectly. And soccer, meanwhile, is just kind of like, oh yeah, well, like baseball's on. So it's
Also,
like,
there's not a
okay,
lot of money in soccer. Even if you play in Europe, it's not like Vinicius Jr. is one of the best soccer players in the world, and he makes like $8 million a year.
let's see. Average footballer salary. Got NFL footballer. Okay. I feel like footballer means UK, but whatever. Football player salary in the United Kingdom. Give me the answer. The average football player salary in the United Kingdom is £32,000, or the equivalent hourly rate of £15 an hour. That's crazy.
Exactly. So there's probably not a lot of money in it either. So to get money, you have to be a top star, and everybody wants
Yeah.
to be a top star. So it's like, and even if you are a top star, you're not making like a shit ton of money. And also in America, like if soccer was like the NFL, it would probably be better. But like if you're an American and you have to go to Europe to get trained up to become good at soccer, that means you also have to learn the language of the country you're going to. If it's not England, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a lot. It's a lot to be good at soccer for an American because they just don't have the same resources to being good at soccer as these European countries and have.
Dude, this is insane. So I'm looking at an article for the Premier League like salaries. Wayne Rooney from 2012 to 2017 was the highest paid Premier League athlete. He went from 220,000 to 300,000.
A week? I think it's a week.
A salary. No, a week is what?
Yeah,
No,
I
that
think
was like
it's
his
a week.
total his weekly was 33,000.
That's his
35,
total
38,
contract.
40, 43. His total contract, it says on the side here, 300,000 for like 3 years.
That
Four
okay, and
years.
that was another thing that I was thinking about. Like soccer as a sport, even when in like the 2000s and the 90s, wasn't really that popular in America. It was really just Europe. Like even like the other leagues. So maybe it's just maybe it's just not that fun of a sport for Americans, is what I'm
Wait
thinking.
a
Like it's not that.
second. Holland Holland is getting this article suggests that Holland is getting paid a £500,000, which it is a little bit more than a US dollar, but what is £500,000?
Half
Half
a
a
million pounds,
million
probably like seven hundred
pounds
thousand dollars.
to dollars. $669,000. That's crazy. I'm sure he has to be getting deals and like all that shit. Holland Premier League salary. What is his name? How do you spell it?
Holland, it's two A's, Haaland.
Ah, give me it. See now I'm just confused. Oh, it is per week. Why does this say this article is just wrong? Oh, no. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. That was per week. Never mind. Everything that we just said was fake news. He's getting paid $500,000 a week. Never mind. Go be a footballer. Footballers make bank. $669,000 a week. What is Drew Brees or what's like a who's like a top who's a top NFL star? What do they make a week?
Pat Mahomes.
Highest paid NFL player. Micah Parsons, $86 million. 86 million divided by what is it? 54 weeks in a year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh Jesus, I put the
No,
wrong
it's
numbers.
52 weeks in a year.
There you go. 86
But
million divided by
but
52.
you gotta do 16 weeks because he gets paid for the NFL season, or 17 weeks.
So should it? Yeah, but it's a salary, so isn't it broken up every week?
Yeah, for the season, not the year.
Oh, so it's divided by 17.
Yeah, and I don't think it's 80. Is it $86 million a year?
Micah, just a quick search said Micah Parsons is getting paid. Uh, why the fuck, dude? I hate. It just lied to me. It said Micah Parsons was the highest paid player, and then it said, "Nah, actually, Patrick Mahomes is."
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is the
You
highest
got
paid.
56 million. Okay, so 56 million divided by. I'm gonna do
17.
54 just to compare because it would be like weekly salary, or 52. I'm sorry. Jesus, I'm breaking everything. There we go. $1,076,000 a week. So Patrick Mahomes is getting paid double the rate of Holland. Wow. Huh. Oh, he gets bonuses too. I didn't know that. I guess they got bonuses too in football and all that. There is a lot of money in sports, man. That's the thing. There's a lot of money in youth sports, but once you get up there, you make your money back. But yeah, anyway, were you really into the World Cup this year?
Not really. Actually, not at all. I haven't watched the game.
No, you lie. We watched Argentina and
Oh,
Spain.
I was not watching that shit. The UFC was on.
You had like, you do jujitsu. You're a black belt. You're a second degree
I'm
black
not a
belt.
black belt. I'm not a
Um,
black belt. Stolen valor. Stolen valor.
no, what is your belt? Your belt is red with black
Blue.
stripes, right? Isn't that like the highest?
Blue. I'm a blue belt.
Um, so anytime jujitsu would be happening, I tried to get your expert opinion, and you were just like, I don't know.
Yeah, but you do it in such a dickish way. You're like, Abner, what's
What?
happening? He has him. He has him in something, and it's like a regular chokehold. And I'm like, bro, you can see what's happening.
Well, I
Stop
wanted like
asking
Joe
me.
Rogan-esque commentary, and you weren't giving me
No,
anything.
Joe,
You were like,
dude.
"Oh, he's in a
Speaking of,
buggy
speaking,
choke." Okay.
speaking of Joe Rogan, I have not. It's time to have him off the fucking commentary desk. He's been horrendous as a commentator.
Why?
He just sucks. I don't know. Like he's not good anymore. He's washed.
What does that mean though? Like, I feel like I don't know.
Like when he was going up against Patty, I think, or when Patty was fighting, I think he said, "Oh, the choke's not tight yet," and then Benoit Saint Denis tapped out or passed out immediately.
Hey, it happens sometimes. He was good in the sidecast.
I don't know, man. Joe Rogan. Ever since he like became like a right wing politician and like started that whole comedy club in Austin, he's just weird now.
See, I don't get he's not though. He's not right wing at all. And I could see like him having, if he has like weird clicks at his little comedy spot, it's whatever. It is what it is. I hear it's weird. I feel like I do hear people like in COVID, because like during COVID he was like ivermectin, and then they were like, "Yo, like you're don't do this." And I feel like that just sent him down a rabbit hole because he was like technically right. Like they were using ivermectin eventually. And it's like one of them things where like somebody tries to wrong you, and so you just have to double down on all of it. So he's like, "Nah, we're gonna basically we're basically gonna swing in the other direction. We're just gonna be anti-vax. We're just gonna bang on that."
Yeah, they were, dude. He was definitely right wing. He had Donald Trump on his podcast.
He also had Bernie Sanders. Does that make him left wing?
Yeah, okay, but that was before he turned right wing.
So he was super left wing, and
He
now he's
was no,
super right wing.
he was a super liberal, and then when COVID happened, that's what changed him. COVID happened, and that's how he became like weird about everything. Like he moved everyone to Austin, and everyone who goes down to Austin is like, yeah, this place fucking sucks. And his
I
comedy club, also, he's not a great comedian. That's another thing. He thinks he's a very funny person. It's like, no, you suck.
I have not. I will
Stop,
say
stop.
I have not watched a lot. I don't. Maybe I think it's just stand up in general. It's hard. So
No, but you can tell when someone's a good stand-up comedian, and he's not. He's not a funny person to begin with. Like I don't find him that funny.
hmm.
He's funny in a sense that his friends are funny, so people will be like, oh, he's kind of funny.
Yeah,
But
he's good in
he
group
himself,
settings. I feel like he's a
yeah,
good like viber.
like he's good with like inside jokes. Like those would be the type that's his comedy, but nobody would know what he's talking about if you're not on the inside.
Yeah.
But like he himself is not a funny comedian.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched any. I've been doing the Kill Tonys for a while, and like at a certain
Dude,
point,
that's
I'm like, I can't.
that's another one that I hate. I hate Tony.
Why do you hate? I don't get it. Why do you hate him specifically?
He's just his comedy is just roast comedy, but it's like he's just like I don't think he he's being funny. I think he's an actual asshole.
Like, you think he's genuinely just being mean spirited?
Yeah, what I get from him. Like I
Hmm.
don't think he's being funny. I just think he's an asshole.
Hmm.
And also like some of the comedians he has on there, like Hans Kim, I don't find him funny.
Hans
Um,
Kim.
he's the Asian guy who opens up.
Dude, there was the one for the couple episodes that I tuned into. The one opener was not good every
Was it an
time.
Asian guy?
No, it was like a redhead guy, and he has like a weird name. He
Oh,
has like a Civil War fucking general name.
is it the fucking is it the Australian guy or something?
No, he's not Australian, but he's got red hair. I forget his name, but he has like a voice, and sometimes I just don't get the material. And then he just sits there and he just like during the interview, he just like argues with Tony and just like they just insult each other. And I'm like, this is like, are you hitting on each other? What's happening? But as like just in general, like any type of talent, like anybody can just come up and do this. It's like hard, and I do understand that the 90% of the episode is not funny, and they try and do interviews to like make it funny, and there's some things you can work within that. I will say that the 10%, the people that are genuinely funny, or like that one like fat black former homeless guy that he has doing the closers for the episodes that I was watching to. He was funny. I forget his name too. That's the other thing too. I can't be fucked to remember all these people's names.
Because they're not good. I think there was another guy. He sucked too. He would just call Tony gay, and that's his whole thing. It's like
Yeah.
okay,
It's like,
um,
okay, now what?
yeah. Now what? Like I don't know. I guess I also another thing is like they want people to like kill in a minute, and it's kind of hard to be funny in a
Yeah.
minute, or especially when you're on a spot. And then they just make fun of these people for not being funny in a minute, and it's like
I sometimes, if there's like an attempt, and they like if there's something to work with, and if there's something to actually critique, they're usually pretty good. But if you're like actually blowing it, if you're like unprepared or you're just like being a moron, they will insult you, which sometimes are funnier. Like the usually the hot chicks they get a lot because they're just like, I'm really hot, and then like I'll make a set about sucking dick, and it'll be bad, and then
I
they'll
don't know. I
just
stopped watching Kill Tony a while ago. I used to watch it like just to listen to some jokes, and then I stopped. Low key, it was a lot of because I fucking didn't want to listen to Tony's voice anymore.
uh, dude, the WrestleMania one,
I didn't watch that. I
I
haven't watched any of the wrestling
couldn't.
ones.
The WrestleMania one was insane. They had some chick. I thought it was going to be. Well, I thought the premise was going to be that wrestlers were just going to do a set. And I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome. Because it's like, even if something's bad, it's like LA Knight, or it would be like Jey Uso trying to be funny. It was just random people again. And then they had they had Kane come out. And he basically just started just talking about right wing opinions. And that was his set. And everybody was very confused. And he just kept going. And that was that was a trip. He was just he started by saying like, oh, you want to hear something funny, and then he'd be like, liberals are trying to trans children, and then make them illegal
Oh,
immigrants and bring them over to the
that's another
border.
thing I hate about Kill Tony. It gets too political sometimes. It's like, bro,
Yeah,
stop.
yeah.
Like they're like, oh, we can finally say the R word, or we can finally say thanks. We're so like different. We're so funny, guys.
See, I
One of the comedians, one of the comedians from that show, went on Bobby Lee's podcast, and he was like, "Yo, I like love the people down there because," and he's white, by the way, the comedian. He's
uh,
like, "I can say the N word, and I this is how I know these are my people." And it's like, what? Why? What? How is that funny?
many such cases, man. 6ix9ine. Um, yeah. I don't know. I will. It's weird. It also is weird how philosophical they get, because like I get the concept of like, oh, if you're trying to be funny, you should be able to try and go at as many avenues and genres as you want, because it's like in as an idea, everything is funny. There is humor in everything, but people don't like, what's the whole thing? It's like a whole arc, like Patrice O'Neill would talk about like rape jokes, like the one newscaster would be like, rape is not funny, and he was like, well, you just haven't heard a funny rape joke yet. It's like things can be funny, but when you're sitting there in like, you gotta scrape the bottom of the barrel to find people trying to do new shit. It's kind of hard. That's the thing too. It's just, I like the idea. I like the idea of the premise. You just grab random people every week and they just try to be funny. And then you have to deal with the reality of random people every week try to be funny. I think I would do, if you got on there, would you do good, you think, or you do bad?
No, I do bad. I don't think I can be funny in a minute. That's the thing.
You don't have, there's like not, you can't, you have a whole minute to do something funny and you can't get anything.
I mean, I could probably do something, but I don't know what. Like, it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I would just start talking about
Racism?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I would talk about the time I took this chick, this black chick out on a date, and the uncomfortable question of, you ever say the N-word? And how I had to answer that. Because you could lie. You could lie, and if you say no, then she's obviously going to look at you like you're a fucking liar.
That's a terrible joke.
That's not a joke. That's a real life thing that happened.
Wait, that happened to you?
Yes.
I don't believe you. How did that even come up?
So we took this. So basically, I started talking to this chick. We matched on Tinder. This had to be like 5-6 years ago. And so we're talking, and I get her number and all that. So we're texting a little bit, and she's like a very, very pro black woman. And so when she first starts talking to me, she like cuts me off at one point, and she was like, "Yeah, like in this text, she's like, yeah, like I hate white people. I don't think I could talk to you." And I was like it was kind of crazy, because then I was like, wow, like I get it. I get you're being racist to me. This is dope. And I was like, no, like white people are cool. If you just give me a chance, like I'm sure we could vibe. We could be pretty chill, yada, yada. So eventually we go on a date. I take her to the movies, and the movie that we wanted to go see, we missed. And the next showing was going to be like for an hour later. So we basically just sat in the car for an hour outside the movie theater. And we were just shooting the shit for a while. And it basically just kind of started turning into an interview. She was just asking me a bunch of questions. And eventually it was that. She was like, first it was, have your parents ever said the N-word? And I was like, probably.
Probably. Why would you say probably?
Because they never said it in front of me, but like you gotta imagine everybody said it at least once. And then what?
I guess. What?
I guess probably, I don't know. And then she was like, "You ever say it?" And I gave it like a short but not uncomfortably long pause, and I said, "Yeah." And then I had to give the whole spiel. And it's like, yeah, when you're a kid, you say a lot of fucking really dumb things. And, you become smarter and you become an adult and you understand empathy and racism and yada, yada. And I was like, I don't say it anymore.
Yeah.
And she was like, all right. She's like, all right. That was funny too, because I picked her up and I didn't pick her up. She wanted me to like come inside and like meet her whole family and then take her to the movies. And that was fun.
That's strange.
The mom was really nice to me, but the dad was like not feeling me at all. It was like in Bad Boys, it was Martin Lawrence and Will Smith when the one dude comes to pick up the Martin Lawrence's daughter. Hey, Reggie at the door. I get the bit now.
That's such a weird question to ask on a date. Why even go out with you then?
I don't know, man. It was a time. It was a time. Before COVID. Crazy, you know. Yeah, we went out on like one date, and then I never saw her again. That shit was fun. I hope I gave her a positive impression on white people and didn't just completely brick it for her.
I hope you did too, man. I really do.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean we hit our hour. If you want to keep going, this is fun. We can talk about whatever. If you want to cut it out here, we can.
Now let's keep talking. Let's talk about.
I went to a wedding. That was fun recently.
How was that?
It was good. I went by myself, swagged up in my suit. I was chud maxing the entire night. I showed up. I had work that day, and on my way back from work, I picked up my suit from the cleaners, and I just like grabbed it, and then I went home, put on the pants and the button up, and I left the suit jacket in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get to the place, put on the jacket, yada yada. I go. We're like hanging out the reception area. We're all vibing, you know, like I'm talking to a couple people here and there. We go to the ceremony. They do the ceremony. After, literally, as everybody walks out, I fucking look down, and they covered my buttons in aluminum foil.
Mm.
And I was walking around with aluminum foil buttons for the entire wedding. Like, the entire, like, ceremony. So all the pictures, if I'm in there, it's me and my fucking stupid shiny buttons that probably caused reflections and made the photos look really shitty. They haven't said anything to me, but as soon as I looked down, I was like, why is this covered? Why are my buttons covered? What is this? I was like, oh no. So that was fun. Food was good. I love weddings that have food that are not appropriate for weddings. Everybody's in very nice clothes, and they're like, you know what we need? Saucy pasta. Red saucy pasta. You just get all over your nice white shirts.
Pasta's a great food. Pasta's a great food for like weddings.
Yeah, but like it's probably pasta's cheap. You know, you just throw some sauce and it always tastes good. People love it. Fills you up. But like just saucy red pasta, or like if it's not saucy pasta, it's normally some type of chicken parmesan that's very saucy, or like steak's not that bad. The one wedding I went to, I had the salmon. That was good. Salmon with like veggies. That was a good choice. But the finger foods at that wedding, that's when they were like, oh no, that's where we're gonna, like they had shrimp in some sauce, and then they had some other thing. It was like a ball. It was like a barbecue ball. It was like something. But is that me? Am I just crazy? Am I crazy, or do you get that vibe as well, or do you not care about any of that stuff?
I don't care about the food that much. As long as it's good food, it's not like awful food.
You know, another thing, as a fat guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The people that walk around serving the hors d'oeuvres, if they got like one or two left in their plate and they're like, yo, I need to end this so I can go grab another one. It's like they fucking have a heat-seeking missile to my body fat. They turn and they like, I see them out of the corner of my eye, like turn, and they just make a beeline right for me because they're like, oh yeah, this guy will clean it up. It happened to me like 4 times at the one wedding. I'm like, damn. Am I really? I'm being targeted right now. And I did clean the plates. I did, because they were delicious. So
maybe I don't think they were targeting anybody. They just knew.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They knew that I would down this shit because I'm a big boy. Yeah. Not much else happened at that wedding. I got super hammered, and that was it. I lost my fucking keys.
You lost your keys?
Yeah, I did. I did.
How'd you lose your keys?
I every wedding I go to, as soon as the wedding is over, I don't even wait to go home. I get out of that suit so fast. I bring a change of clothes in the car. So I threw my stuff in my pockets into my car, but I don't know. I lost it. So like my key is not like a key that you physically turn. It's push to start. So as long as
Okay.
the fob is like in my pocket or in the car, it could turn on and move. So thankfully, I was able to park it, but I couldn't lock it or start it again because it like fucked up. It was like something where it was like it wouldn't turn on all the way, and it wasn't like reading it or something. And I spent like a half hour the next day searching this car, and I finally eventually found it. But yeah, it's the only thing I remember from that wedding.
At least you had a good time.
It was a great time. It was a great time. There were a couple, like, so I went to 3 weddings this year. 2 of them were for dudes on the softball team. So it was a lot of the same like softball team getting together and just like chopping it up on the dance floor, just like throwing ass and having a great time. And the other one was like for like friends. It was more of like their older family and like a couple of younger people. So it was like it was a very it was a stark contrast of the dance floor and music selection, but it wasn't anything bad. It was still fun. But it was like it was very funny because it was like all the women and then like 2 dudes on the dance floor that won.
Hmm.
Huh?
Hmm.
Yes.
Interesting. You ready
You
for
have
the
any?
next wedding?
Yeah, I'm ready. Well, it's going to be fun too because I have that one and then I have Corey's the week after. And he wants it in fucking Delaware. So I have to drive to Delaware for that wedding and then I have to buy a
Is it in
hotel room.
Claymont? Is it Claymont, Delaware?
I have no
Wait,
idea.
are you groomsmen or something?
No, but I'm invited to it
Yeah, but like, why do you have to get a hotel room?
because it's in Delaware.
Delaware's like an hour away.
Yeah, but it's after a wedding. So you go to a wedding, you get hammered, you know, and then be hammered and then drive an hour.
All right, I get it.
Yeah, that's gonna be another one too. I might if I don't find a shouty, I'm gonna have to go by myself again. I don't want to do that. That's kind of fucking
You'll
weird.
find someone.
One day, one day, one day. I don't know. I don't understand. I have such an amazing personality. Very funny. I have good hair. Maybe it's because I'm. Maybe it's because I'm just too handsome. I'm actually too handsome that it makes people self conscious.
Maybe you are, man. Maybe they don't. Maybe women are so scared to approach you. They're like, I can't approach him because if I do and he rejects me, I'll kill myself. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
it
because I'm
is.
a bad bitch. That's what bad like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? When bad bitches talk about, oh, nobody hits on me at the bar. It's like, yeah, we're scared. That's how women feel about me. They see me and they're like, ah. They scream. Actually, they see me and they scream. And I'm
Yeah.
like, ladies, calm down. I know I'm attractive. Relax.
Everyone, please calm down. You
Yeah.
will all have a turn.
Yeah. There's plenty. There's enough of me to go around. There's enough of me to go around. I'm glad that we talked about so many things today. We talked about Ted Bundy, saying the N word, Joe Rogan, wedding food.
I don't think Ted Bundy said the N word.
You don't know. It's possible.
Okay.
Uh,
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up and
all right.
do a live one next time.
My last topic for the day will be will you ever do peptides?
I don't know what that is.
Whoa. Retta True Tide?
I don't know what that is.
Oh wait, it's basically like Ozempic, but it's better. Like it's like that type of stuff. Like
Is it
uh
easier to get?
no, you still need to like get them overseas. Peptides are a short
Oh,
chain of amino acids that act as signaling molecules and can perform a variety of essential functions in the body. So like I believe, let's see, is Ozempic a peptide?
yeah,
Is
it's a GLP-1.
Ozempic a peptide? Well, I don't know what a GLP-1 is, so
That's what Ozempic is. That's the drug name.
GLP-1 receptor antigens. Yeah, it basically just sends signals to your body to do shit. So like Ozempic sends the signals for whatever the fuck, and it causes weight loss. And now we're finding out bone hollowing, which is fun. They have this other one called retatrutide, which is basically just Ozempic, but instead of getting rid of muscle and fat, it just targets the fat.
Okay.
So you can just get jacked. So would you try it?
Yes, I actually would.
If I get some, would you share needles with me?
Yes.
Let's go. We'll have to. I feel like that's a sponsor that we could get. I feel like podcast sponsors, it's like you got, Blue Chew Gold, you got your gambling apps, random bullshit, but like an obscure sponsorship would be like a pharmaceutical company selling peptides, maybe like a third party illegal crypto casino. If you listening to this podcast own any of these companies and wish to sponsor the podcast, be my guest. I will gladly promote whatever to my audience. Abner will too. I'll actually, as a point, as a rule, as a commandment for the Real Pod Network, any advertisements will be read by Abner.
True. I will read them.
Good. And only you.
Only me. By
Good.
the way, subscribe to Jimmy's OnlyFans.
I don't have one.
Yeah, you do. I saw it. I watched.
No. I don't think I could put myself out there like that. It's one thing to do a podcast and kind of give opinions that could be controversial or like put me in a negative light. Like if, I say a funny story and it makes you not like me, that's fine. I'm fine with that. It's one thing to just like show meat. And that's like a whole nother level of like exposing yourself that I'm not there. I'm not there. Maybe again, once the peptide company sponsors us and I consume enough retatrutide that I look like Zaz, maybe, or Ziz, whatever his name was.
Zaz? Who the fuck is that?
Ziz, ZYZZ. He was like a fitness guy. And then he died. Yeah. He died in like 2011. He was like YouTube fitness. That was like a big thing. There was like a bunch of big influencer people back in the day, and he was like one of the first. Him, Rich Piana. Then you got like your David Lades and yada yadas. Like YouTube fitness people. Not like Arnold and like Ronnie Coleman.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I never watched them.
Really?
Yeah.
What about you ever heard of Sam Sulik?
Yeah.
He's like a modern version. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've heard of him, but I never watched them.
Yeah, I've never watched any of them. I watched a YouTube channel called what is it called? Infinite Elgin Intensity, and he would make videos basically making fun of gym fails or going at making fun of people that were really into CrossFit. So that was always fun to see. Or like Cali Muscle, that was one too. That was a dude that was really fun. He was this dude that like went to prison.
The one guy I started watching when I first got into fitness was what's his name? This guy he made a bunch of movies. What's his name? Oh my God, Arnold something. Jeez,
The guy that did
got his name.
Terminator?
Yeah, that guy. What's
Yeah.
his
I don't think
what
he made
what's
like
his
I don't think he made fitness videos. Did he make fitness videos?
what's his last name?
Arnold fuck. I forget his name.
You don't know his last name? I thought
No.
you would. I
It's
thought
see
you
that's
would.
the
I thought you
problem
would.
with watching all these movies is that people there's so many people and then you got to worry about characters names in movies and then you got to remember who the actors names are. It's not Shia LaBeouf or Adam Sandler or Vince Vaughn. I don't think I could tell you people's names. Maybe uh what's the one lady's name? We just posted her in the group chat. Anne Hathaway? Yeah. I remember her. That's it. It's the only people in Hollywood I think I can remember. And I do a movie podcast, by the way. Cooper DeJean should make a fitness YouTube channel. I feel like he would fit the build.
Yeah.
Anywho, that was my last topic. Do you have any last words?
Yeah, I do.
Would you like to tell us?
You told me if I had any last words. I said, yeah, I do. Those were my last words.
Oh,
That's pretty funny.